Now it's my great pleasure to introduce our most excellent executive director, Laura Mascuch, making her debut appearance right here on this stage. Laura just started 6 months ago, but boy, or should I say girl, she hit the ground running and hasn't slowed down yet. Laura.
You know, I keep having to follow Bill, which is a very tall order. Good morning. What an amazing room we have before us. It is packed. We are so happy to see so many of you here today. Welcome to our 15th annual New York State Supportive Housing Conference. Being part of the process this year, I can now have a brand new appreciation for what it takes to get all of you here to organize a morning and to have 23 workshops. And although probably not a lot of the staff are in the room, I'd just like to take a moment to thank them for all of their work. Thank you to our many volunteers, panelists, and moderators. We so appreciate your time. We would not be able to do this without you. And to our sponsors and exhibitors, thank you for your support. Please take the time to go into our exhibition area and see all that is there. I'd also like to take a moment to thank the board of directors. I have relied on you heavily. I greatly appreciate your support. They're always available for the work in the network. Thank you. And to Bill, our board chair. As you can tell from his welcoming remarks, he has a deep rooted history in the supportive housing community. And really his dedication to the most vulnerable New Yorkers is so inspiring. Thank you, Bill, for all that you do. I would like to also thank our many state and city partners who are in the room with us today. The network just has an amazing relationship with you, and we so appreciate your work and your willingness to work with us and with the community, so thank you. And of course, to our providers, to whom we would not be here today without you, for all of your work and continued dedication, thank you. I'm so very honored to be part of the network and this community, and very excited to say today that we have reached the mark of 50,000 units of supportive housing throughout New York State. This year alone, we've opened up 25 residences, close to 1,600 units, and each one is more beautiful than the next. It really is through your hard work and dedication that we are where we are and really helping to solve the homeless crisis. During my first 6 months, I have seen many rocks in the road, but I'm continually inspired by all of the hard work, collaboration, the conversations, the creative solutions that you put forth every day to get our work done, really with the well-being of the tenant first and foremost in your minds. We have much to be proud of. We are coming to the end of a very successful New York 3. We have 75 units left to be awarded. That's incredible. Particular thanks go to the city and New York State for their continued commitment to get that done, and of course to the providers. New York City has surpassed their supportive housing production targets. New York State is continuing to add additional funding into supportive housing for both capital, services, and operating through HCR, HHAP, and the Medicaid redesign funding. This is developing housing from Buffalo to Brooklyn, so we're extremely excited and grateful for the resources. Of course, we're always in a challenging environment fiscally. We're in a very strict budget climate, so life is not easy, but we continue on. We are facing record levels of homelessness throughout the state, and the governor and the legislature have seeded a new supportive housing program for $75 million. But we need a robust, long-term commitment to really meet the crushing need of the homeless, to really create the housing stock that is needed to really be the answer to the problem. The campaign for New York housing, with over 200 signatories, is moving forward. We are expanding statewide, and we will be in touch with how we can continue to really advocate for a robust supportive housing program. A good friend recently said that there are many policy issues to which we do not have the answer, but we clearly have the answer when it comes to chronic homelessness, and that is supportive housing. It's right before us, so let's continue to do the most successful, cost-effective, and humane solution available. We are also looking at a myriad of healthcare changes, both providing opportunities while we continue to keep our eye on the model to make sure it continues to be as effective as it is. And many of you have joined in that conversation. We are continuing to talk and look forward to working on that with you. The network's mission is to bring our members together to create the space for discussion, educating, and convening. We are always looking to grow our members' involvement and really appreciate hearing from you and having you come and talk with us about what your challenges are and where your successes lie. The conference today is designed to really reinvigorate that conversation. We are 1,500 strong today. It's amazing. To really continue the discussion on a policy level, to look at new programming, new development models. There's just such a great, great program before us. A stable, beautiful place to live gives individuals the opportunity to decide on life's next steps. Mr. Rogers, the children's television host, actually kept a quote from a social worker in his wallet. Frankly, there isn't anyone you couldn't learn to love once you heard their story. What you do every day allows people to reflect on their story and start their next chapter, to conceptualize their dreams. Every organization and every project tells a story. I recently met a formerly homeless veteran who was living in his car, and when he became suicidal, took himself to the ER, where the first question he was asked is whether he wanted to sign a do not resuscitate order. Now, through that very difficult journey, he has landed in supportive housing, where he is safe, where he is stable, where he is looking for a job, and exercising daily. He told us this story while he was on a treadmill jogging. Something I could never do, talking and jogging at the same time. But it just goes to show this is just one story. All of us in the room have so many stories of people's lives that have really been transformed through supportive housing and the work that you do. And I was privileged to hear his. We have an inspiring morning in front of us. We are going to be welcoming Commissioner Sutton and Dave Isay, who will share their work and their stories. And I hope you will find the conference both informative and inspiring. Please join us at the end of the day for the cocktail party and some more networking. And on behalf of the network, I want to thank you for your commitment and dedication in improving the lives of the most vulnerable New Yorkers. Thank you.